see on live television. I'm Scott Porter, and this is my wife, Lucy. Together, we form the husband-wife team of locally famous Lucy and Scott, known to hundreds of people in the metropolitan area, but unknown to millions nationwide, and unknown to billions worldwide, from not having been discovered by the likes of Jay Leno, David Letterman, or Oprah Winfrey. We're about to play and sing some theme songs from some of everyone's favorite TV shows. Some were on the air years and years ago, some are on the air now. Out of thousands and thousands of programs that found their way onto television, we only have time for a handful. So if we don't get to your own all-time personal favorite, sorry about that, Chief. After I introduce the very first television star, locally famous Lucy will make most of the introduction so that I don't have to constantly jump up and down from the piano. By the way, if you've never seen a teleprompter, you're looking at one now. Felix the cat was the very first star of television, but kids watching his show in 1958 and 1959 had no idea that he got his start in 1919 as a silent cartoon character. In his day, he was a superstar. In 1928, when RCA tested their first television transmissions, a 13-inch papier-mâché model of black and white Felix was ideal. He worked hours on end under hot studio lights and never insisted on coffee breaks or overtime pay. Unfortunately, when talkies came on the scene, Felix's creator, Pat Sullivan, wasn't interested, and Felix's star was eclipsed by Mickey Mouse. When Felix found his voice in the 1950s, he deftly eluded his arch enemy, the professor, who was intent on stealing Felix's magic bag. The cast of characters included Felix and his bag of tricks, Poindexter, his genius friend, the professor, and rock bottom Professor Hedgeman. Each cartoon began and ended with this light, happy tune.
For the simple reason that my name is also Lucy. The words are from Ricky's and Scott's point of view. She's my Mrs. and I'm her man, and life is Forget San Francisco Beat. Forget M Squad. Forget Mod Squad. Forget Miami Vice. Forget CSI New York. Even forget NYPD Blue. The top cop show of all time was Dragnet. And what are we going to tell you about Dragnet? Just the facts, ma'am. It ran from 1951 to 1959. Jack Webb played Sergeant Joe Friday. Ben Alexander played his partner Frank Smith. This is the city, New York, borough of Manhattan. What you're about to hear is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. My name is locally famous Lucy. I'm a United Methodist minister. My husband is locally famous Scott. He's a former database analyst. I'm not a cop. Neither is he. We're retirees. Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers blasted off first, but nothing has ever surpassed the stellar success of the original Star Trek. It ran from Stardate 1966 to 1969 and featured William Shatner as Captain James T. Kirk, Leonard Nimoy as Mr. Spock, DeForest Kelley as Dr. McCoy, Nichelle Nichols as Lieutenant Uhura, and James Doohan as Engineer Scott. Music of the Spheres, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 15-minute mission is to explore the galaxy of Sigma Alpha Iota, to seek new audiences, to boldly sing octaves, tritones, and Picardy thirds, where no woman, no man, no curious kitty cat has ever gone before.